Hello, my precious, beautiful brothers and sisters. I want to share with each and every one of you just a small portion of my past and my life. Now, over the years, you have been so kind to me, so generous. When I was down, you would lift me up and lift up my spirits. Now, most recently, when I thought I was at my darkest hour, the outpouring of love that you had for me and how you gave me encouragement, words of encouragement, and again, you lifted me up when I was down. I want to share just a small portion of my life with all of you because I love you. Now, over the years, you've heard me talk about my past and growing up, not having a father, never having a man in my life, and how at 9 years of age, I lost my mother, that she had passed away. But I want to share with you. I need to get the pictures restored. I want to show you a photograph of my precious, beautiful mother. I just want to share this with you because we are family here. So here is a picture of my beautiful, beautiful mother, and I can't wait for that trumpet to sound. I want to be reunited with my family. I miss her so much. So without further ado, here's a old photograph, the only one I have now, of my beautiful, beautiful mom. Now, in that photograph, she was going to a costume party and she had on a beautiful ball gown. I just love to look back at that picture. That's the only memory I have of my precious mom. Now, the next photograph I'm going to show you, I want to share with you when I was just a baby. Now, the person in the photograph is my grandfather, but shortly after this photo was taken, he went to be with the Lord. Now, I am the baby that he's holding on his knee, and seated on the grass in front of him is my precious, precious brother. As you know, he passed away a few years ago. He was killed by a drunk driver. And the girl on the left, kneeling down, is my beautiful, beautiful, precious sister, Suzanne. And at age 17, she became permanently disabled, and she is still with us today. I want to share this with you, so without further ado, remember, I'm the baby, so don't laugh at me. Now, I got a task for each and every one of you. I'm going to show you a photograph, a school picture, class picture from my elementary school. And I want to see, can you pick out Pastor Dave? Which one is Pastor Dave? Let's look at the photo. All right, this one is going to make you smile. I'll show you a picture of me when I was very young. I'm not sure what age I was in this photograph. But you gotta make note. You gotta take notice of the bow tie. I wonder, should I wear a bow tie today? Are you ready for this picture? Now, I have a lot more pictures that I will share with each and every one of you. But I have so often over the years spoke about my grandmother that raised me when my mom had passed away, and what a strong Christian woman she was, and how she instilled good moral values in my brother and my sister and myself, and how we grew up in the church, and how she worked to raise us three children. She worked all night in the hospital, took care of us all day. I don't know when she ever slept, and I love her dearly. This is the grandmother that took over the big task of raising three kids that had no dad and had no mom. And again, I can't wait for that trumpet to sound. I can just once again put my arms around her and this time really tell her thank you. Here's a picture of my precious grandmother. Now, last but not least, you have all, over the years, heard me talk about my beautiful wife, Christy. But you've never seen her face. She doesn't want to come on YouTube. And many of you asked, I want to see a picture of Christy. Well, I'm going to show you the very picture that when I looked at this picture, before we ever met, I fell in love. I knew that I loved her before I ever met her. Now, the song from Savage Garden, Truly, Madly, Deeply, that became our song. And when we got married, we were married by a dear, dear friend of mine, Reverend Reginald Jennings. And when she came down that aisle to be my wife, that song played. These are tears of joy, believe me. Truly, madly, deeply. And I did. I knew I loved her before I ever met her. Here is a picture of Christy. This is the very picture that I fell in love with.